So I'm made some progress through this the log. Anyway, cutting everything is cool. It's fine. Nice flat cuts throughout here. The only thing, if you look at it this way, I will say with this mill, I don't know how bad, I can tell looking at it right here. And from what people online have also commented on this, you see how there's a gap right there? Every few hours I run this, I have to loosen these two and loosen the two on the other side and then square this off, because if not, and I think part of it is I'm rolling my logs up here, and when I roll it up there and then I push it back that way, that it kind of gets it out of square. So I probably won't mess with it right now because I got a pretty decent pace, but before I put the next log up there, I'm gonna have to redo this. That's one thing. Second thing with this, I've had this for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I put probably 8 to 10 hours on here. And a few things, like one thing that I noticed is as I'm going, like this is loose right here and I can watch it bouncing around. So I got to tighten those back up. And then the first few times I ran this, a lot of the bolts here, and there's a million of them, a lot of the nuts here have to be retightened every time you run it because that constant vibration is knocking them loose. The first few hours I ran it, I would have to go back, say after every like smaller log that I had milled up, and go back and tighten these. Haven't had to do it in a while, but after I take the tarp off of here, I'll just kind of kick around, see if anything's loose. And as you're making your way down the track, just kind of keeping an eye out for anything that's moving a little differently. Other thing, this is my second blade on here. So the original one that it came with, I ran that kind of hard and through some hardwood too. And I had to replace that. And part of it was probably user error. I didn't have all these things tightened. Like one of the ones that I had to tighten was the one, well, it actually fell off. It's the one down here. So I got to find that, the screw that goes in there, which is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. I might just have to find another bolt that can hold that. So anyway, initial review is that it works great. The setup sucked. I will say that the setup, it was pretty simple, but there's just so many things to tighten down on here, and there's so many things that you have to go back and double and triple check to make sure everything's tight the first few times you run it. But overall, I mean, so far I've made my way through this log, and I'm just cutting some poplar here that we're gonna redo the loft of a barn. And I'm not super, I probably will take a table saw. Well, we will take a table saw down, and I'll fix these up depending on what we need on the floor. But for these, I mean, these are, I don't have my tape on me, probably 8-9 inches by an inch thick. And I mean, this is from a different log right here. But all this stuff, I'm pleasantly surprised with how this has worked out too. And then again, I am cutting poplar, so it can't be, you know, it's not too, it's pretty soft. It's not too hard on this. But anyway, my first, I'd say 10 hours, I've been pleasantly surprised with how well this has worked.